Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's GeneralTarheel, and your normal coach of the Charizards, but today we actually have a showdown live, and I'm doing this intoxicated with my roommates because I feel like that'd be a very good meme. So I have my two roommates here, both Zach and Jeremy, and I felt like I'd see their experience on Pokemon and see how they do on random Pokemon Showdown battles. So first off, I have my good buddy Zach. We're going to know about his Pokemon experience and his favorite Pokemon. So if you want to go right ahead, Zach.
What's up, guys? I'm Zach. This is probably one of the few times I've ever done competitive battling in any sort. I've played Pokemon my whole life, but I'm just a casual. So here we go. This is going to be terrible.
Yo, what's up? My name is Jeremy, and my only experience is OU, and I don't know anything else.
Alright, that's a very solid start for these bad boys. So we're going to have Zach do one or two battles, however he's feeling. I'm going to be right here next to him to see if he wants to have any advice during the battle. If he does, then I'm right here to help him. If not, I want to see his reasoning behind all the terrible plays he decides to make. Mainly, I want to do this video because we were already drinking and playing the game, and we wanted to... And they were making some very interesting plays, like a Ramble T-waving a Dawn fan. So I
knew that was a bad play, but I did it despite
what else was
you,
happening.
Ben.
So first off, we have my boy Zach, and we're going to see how this goes real
We're not
quick.
giving him any advice, by the way.
Alright, so we got a Weezing against the Blissey here. So probably the best play I can make is probably Sludge Bomb, right?
You have to look over the rest of your team so you know the best play. It's not always the Pokemon that you have out on the field.
Well, I'll tell you what, Ben, I don't care about the rest of my team because Sludge Bomb is already the best play.
He could fake. Oh, wait,
He
won.
forfeited. All right, you win.
He won already.
Yeah, high five.
First win!
He's already won.
First win!
Wait, does that
Zach
count?
is undefeated, folks.
Undefeated, ladies and
Wait,
gentlemen.
that's already one of his games.
No,
Got
it
a
doesn't.
TKO from the start.
Totally doesn't count.
Boom. I'll tell you what, I'm counting it because we take those.
Alright, so don't be an idiot. They see everything on your screen, so just review your team every time at the start.
Okay, so, we got a Whimsicott here. That's a something. We got Primarina. That can be useful against something. Zygarde can also be useful, I imagine. Blastoise, probably not so much. Dialga, doubt it. Rodon, probably the most useful Pokemon on the team.
Do you hear that? The Uber is probably the least doubtful.
Yep. Well, I mean, Dialga just sucks in general, right?
Fuck you, I love the Dialga.
Fuck you. Gen 2 is the best. I'm gonna tell you right now, this Tornadus doesn't appear to be ready for this U-turn I'm about to make.
The U-turn? Alright, that's
The
a bold
U-turn.
move. That's a bold move.
That's a bold move. And I'm gonna make it so hard that it's basically a 3-point turn at this point.
Alright, so if you're going for a 3-point turn, which Pokemon are you switching into?
Which Pokemon? I tell you what, I'm gonna switch into Rodon.
You switching to Rotom?
I'm gonna switch into Rodon.
That is a bold move right there, folks.
Probably the most bold move to switch into the best Pokemon on the team at the start.
Actually, you don't know it's the best Pokemon on the team.
It absolutely is the best Pokemon on the team.
Damn,
because-
that did 54% and you're at 52. How do you feel?
I can look into Rotom's soul and see no fear. I can see no fear in Rotom's soul.
No fear,
No
no soul.
Absolutely.
Even though it's a ghost type, so it's purely soul, and you already see straight through it.
Well, see now this thing, it lost its soul when it died.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a ghost type, so it has no soul.
so it's not scared of anything.
Absolutely not.
So
Not even dead.
not even scared of death,
No,
because it's already dead.
it's already dead.
Oh,
Except spiders, kind of dead.
spiders. That's a bold
But
statement.
that's why we burn spiders.
And you burn the flower coming into the match. That's what I like to see. The absolute bold prediction, knowing its phobias.
The plays that I'm pulling out here, I like to play 40 Jess when I play Pokemon.
Oh yeah, I can see
So
that.
I think about 7 turns ahead.
All right. So if you're seeing 7 petals ahead of this rose, what are you thinking right now?
7 petals.
Does it love you or does it love you not?
I think I'm gonna throw a Dialga because I think I'm gonna sack Dialga immediately.
You think Dialga is being sacked to a rose raid?
Absolutely.
All right. That is what I like to hear.
This Pokemon just really can't take the heat.
All right, we're gonna see Rose Raid do a whopping toxic spike damage to Dialga while we're on balloons and we're a steel type.
Well, I'll tell you what that means I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fucking stealth rock.
Thank fucking God you clicked Stealth Rocks. If you didn't click Stealth Rocks, I was going to bitch slap you into Hurricane Florence.
I'm at good plays every once in a while. Every once in a while I decide I don't think I'm gonna do the right thing. And then I think the other thing, and I think that's funnier.
Yep, that's what content is all about. And
Absolutely.
you dodge sleep powder, you are basically a draft league player. Can I get a high five? If you're able to dodge a move, you will go into Pokemon playoffs easily.
I absolutely am planning on going to the Pokemon playoffs. You know I'm undefeated so far, right?
Dude, you really are. Based off of that
truly am.
amazing 4-pet versus that Chansey team last.
It was truly, I'm truly blessed. Those guys came in hard and they came in fast.
28 champion. Forget about the other boy.
So I'll tell you what Rosarena's gonna do. Roserade, sorry. I'm
Yeah.
gonna throw in Zygarde.
You're gonna throw out Zygarde?
I'm throwing Zygarde.
What's your reasoning behind that?
He's a dog.
He's a dog.
Dog eats flowers.
And I like dogs.
Dog eats flowers.
Alright, so any other Pokemon, that would have been perfect because you get poisoned on Toxic Spike immediately and Sleep Powder wouldn't have affected you. But your fucking Zygarde had a Lumberry. So you actually ignored the Toxic
Well, I
and
thought
you
I-
went to sleep right after. So
Well,
how do you feel about that?
Well, dogs look adorable when they sleep.
Dogs look adorable.
Dogs
so
absolutely
dogs
look
are
adorable.
adorable while they're sleeping.
And he sleeps standing up, which is pretty impressive.
Yes, that dog is indeed sleeping
So
while
I
he is
think
standing.
I think the right move is to just fucking hit him with 1,000 arrows. Like,
1,000 arrows
You ever
is
seen
always the right
300 where
play.
they block out the
He's
sun?
hazard stacking you. How do you feel?
I still have a dog.
He still has a dog.
I still have a dog.
He still has a dog.
I absolutely still have a dog. So we're gonna 1,000 arrows until we wake up.
1,000 arrows until you are awake.
Until I'm awake.
You just took 80% damage. How do you feel?
Well, I feel like I still have a dog.
He still has a dog.
I still
folks.
have a dog currently.
When in doubt, you have a pupper.
I have a sick green and black pupper. He's got a scarf too.
So are clicking 1,000 arrows once again?
You damn right I am.
He's clicking 1,000 arrows once again, folks. This dude is an absolute madman.
None of my
Here I
Pokemon
am,
feel
intoxicated, going over to OBS to make sure I am indeed recording. Because this would be quite a shame if I wasn't. Okay, good. We are still live.
See, none of my Pokemon feel fear.
None of your Pokemon feel fear.
Absolutely
In
no
fact,
fear.
this dude feels fear, so we're clicking timer. He clicks into Slowking because he's a bitch.
Well, I'll tell you what we're gonna do. I'll tell
He's
you what.
bitch king, am I
I'll
right?
tell you what we're gonna do.
What are you gonna do?
We're gonna switch into Rotom.
Fucking high five me on that play right there, brother.
I'm not saying.
He crits you, dude. He got the crit burn.
I'll tell you what. I don't
You're
care
a-
because I
oh,
still have a
oh.
dog.
You still have
I
a
still
dog.
have a dog. So
You
we're gonna.
still have a dog.
We're
No,
gonna
no, no, no. Yeah.
We're gonna play with the Slowking because my Pokemon feel no fear, not even death, except fighting.
Not even death. You playing split the motherfucking Metagross coming into play.
You're damn right.
Very nice play. Very nice play.
You're damn right I did.
Now what you have that is an easy switch in or sack to this Metagross. You are going to sack your love and pride in Doggo. And that is a motherfucking Metagross. How are you going to deal with this 4 arms motherfucker from Ben 10 right now?
I'm gonna throw in my water dog.
Water Dog is currently in.
The water dog is in. It's a little intoxicated as well.
Relatable.
Yep. It's
So what are you gonna do right here with Water Doggo?
it's a good question. I think I'm gonna shoot him with some really hard water.
Are you gonna go with Bork?
Well, no, because that would mean I'd have the moon blast him.
Oh sure.
Yeah, he Bork at the moon.
Moon Bark.
Yeah, Ozzy Osbourne said it. So I think I'm gonna Bork water.
Good play.
Good Bork.
It was only a good play because he's stupid, and he crits you again. This is the Hacks God versus you.
Well, I'll tell you
Now,
what.
will we go with the priority bullet punch versus your team in order to knock out Primarina?
I don't care.
Before you're able to hydro? He does not care,
I don't
folks.
care.
This dude has balls of steel. His balls are harder than Metagross's
Pokemon
tough claws.
do not feel
His
fear.
balls are harder than Metagross's fist. How do you feel?
He
It's
doesn't
harder
even
than his
have
punches.
fists. He doesn't even have fists. Do you see
fists.
thumbs on those hands? Do you see
Those are
thumbs?
not fists. If he would try to throw those in a fight, he would lose to Mike Tyson.
Also, he doesn't have legs, so he's not very mobile.
Wow, you just called him handicapped.
Absolutely,
That's
I did.
kind of messed up.
Well, he kind of levitates, so he doesn't really need a wheelchair.
That's true. He doesn't even need a handicap. So he doesn't even need to drive.
He's really taking a minute to think about this one. So I really hope I fuck him up a little bit.
This video is sponsored by Blue Moon Mango Wheat. It 1,000,000% is not. Please ignore that sponsor. I have no recollection to Blue Moon, but I do indeed love their beer. So if they do want to give me a sponsor, hit me up.
I'll tell you what, this person's really taking a minute. I think they're confused by my strange tactics.
Oh, and you got the kill on the Mega Metagross.
I told you.
You got the crit on 14%. 1,000,000% matter. But you died to Toxic, so it's a double down. So based off of his team of 5 Pokemon, what are you switching into right here?
Rotom.
And why are you switching into Rotom?
He's my machine dog.
He is your machine dog. Alright, so now we got it.
The next time I used to say it's my turbo dog.
God damn it.
The next time I used to say it's my turbo dog.
Alright, so what are you doing versus this Roserade? It's not really that good of a matchup, personally.
I don't care.
You're letting Hidden Power Fire like a goddamn madman on the Tornado switch in. You get a nice 18% chip off.
I told you I feel no good.
Now,
Totally mad.
Well, let's.
now, that incorrect play is such a good play that it might benefit you.
It might confuse him because he's really.
Oh, damn.
I
Only
don't-
if you went for Volt Switch, you would have killed the fucking threat versus your team.
Well, you see about that, Ben? My Pokemon feel no fear.
Feel no fear.
Feel no fear at all.
By the way, at this point, you're probably realizing that the volume only goes through the right earbud because my earbuds are fucking broken.
I actually didn't realize that.
Well, now you do.
Cool. I guess I have to deal with my machine dog being dead.
Machine Doggo is indeed down.
Machine dog.
What is your best switch into now?
Dialga.
At least you go into the steel type, so nothing is poison versus your team. But you have no way of getting rid of the T-Spikes unless Whimsicott doesn't have defog. I do not remember. Can you have over Whimsicott real quick? Alright,
It's
so
not.
your T-Spikes are going to stay on the rest of your field unless
I'll tell you what,
Blastoise
I'm
says
gonna Thunderbolt.
you are going to Thunderbolt. That is indeed a decent play. And you get rid of the Tornadoes versus your team. Very nicely done. So now it is 3 versus 4. How are you feeling right now in the matchup?
Well, I'm a little nervous because I really didn't expect it to last this long. Yeah, I thought I was gonna lose.
You're
but
always worried about your stamina, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're normally a one-pump chump, and here you are lasting a few battles, or a few turns into it.
I'm usually done about like 3 pumps in.
3 pumps.
I
Okay.
gotta talk.
Well, it's a good thing Double Pump's taking out Fortnite, folks, so here he is standing a few turns into it. As he's gonna go into Blastoise, is the best play versus the Golem.
Yeah, he's my big water dog.
Big water dog. We have Lion Dog coming in here real quick.
Lion Dog.
He is indeed Mega Blastoise as well. I don't know if he will use that or not. Whether or not he will get rid of the fucking Toxic Spikes on his side of the field. And he will not, as he will
Absolutely.
decide to go for Mega Evolve and collect Scald instead of Rapid Spin.
I'll tell you what, I won't do that.
And he doesn't even get the burn. What a fucking scrub, am I right, folks?
Well, because the toxic spikes, I'm pretty sure I've already gotten every single one of my Pokemon.
You're
so it's
toxic
useless.
yourself, folks.
Yep, that's it. So I'll tell you what I'm gonna do.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna Dialga.
You're gonna Dialga? How
Yeah.
hard are you gonna Dialga?
I'm gonna Dialga so hard that it's my Metal Dog.
That Leaf Storm did 14%. Is that Roserade basically Dialga's son?
No. No,
Alright,
not at
so
all.
that was the least useful turn of all time because he missed Sleep Powder versus you and used Toxic on a poison type.
Well,
And now he lands Sleep Powder and you are now asleep.
I'll tell you what, sleeping dogs are the cutest, Ben.
Sleeping dogs are indeed
Sleeping
adorable.
dogs
They are not
are-
the best for cuddles, but they are indeed amazing for photos. Because if anything I learned from watching things while they were asleep is that you should photography while they're asleep. I don't know if that was the correct
Did you
thing.
say photographer?
I am
Did
indeed
you just say
drunk
photographer?
right now.
Photographer?
Do
Photographer.
not hate on the drunk hobo.
Sure.
I
will
just
hate on
call
you.
myself a hobo
High
even though
five.
I'm living in my own apartment.
That was a
I
good high
deserve a
five.
high five for that.
Yeah.
Alright, so he's got the Golem in versus your Dialga. Are you going to land the Draco Meteor and wake up this turn? No,
No.
you're going to go hard Whimsicott.
Absolutely.
Making sure you cannot get any more Sleep Fodder versus the Roserade. Very solid move. Whimsicott is indeed in a great play versus this Golem, even though you do not have the Grass type coverage. But, however, he does none of this. So this does indeed mean that he's probably switching into Roserade here, but you're going for the Moonblast versus the non-effect Fairy type move versus Roserade.
I only pick the best.
But he goes into Slowking because he's a goddamn retard, risking the Grass type move.
but he doesn't go in slow game.
Well, I don't have any grass type moves, so he doesn't know that.
But he doesn't know that, so that was still a bad play on his part. Now, you can't go freely for the U-turn.
Metal Dog!
You decide to go hard in Dialga,
Metal
which
Dog.
I really question right there. He goes for the Ice Beam, which is an easy 17% right there.
I feel no fear with Metal Dog.
He is Metal Dog.
I am Metal Dog, ladies and gentlemen.
And you are still asleep, but you are going to go for Thunderbolt right here.
Damn right.
And if you wake up and get a Thunderbolt on the ground type, that'll be really unfortunate, and that is exactly what fucking happens.
Well, at least he's awake.
Alright, so are you going to click Draco Meteor here versus the Golem and indeed kill it right here, or are you not going to go for that move?
Okay, what am I going to do?
You're going to go right into Blastoise here. Alright, if he goes for Earthquake, you're basically dead. Alright, you
Thank God.
fucking idiot.
Well, I think now's a good time to go to Blizzard. This is my grass dog.
Grass Dog. This thing looks nothing like a dog. This basically has a lion's mane is in here on the field.
Well, some might think that this dog is ugly.
All right,
He's actually
so,
a bit deformed, and you should
Speaking
feel
of
bad about
dogs,
talking about
how are you going to be the underdog right here and make the comeback?
that. Well, see, now I already am the underdog.
You
and-
are? Okay, alright.
Yeah, I'm not going to make a comeback at all.
You're not? Okay. I
Yes.
like the confidence.
Here's the plan of action.
Plan of action.
The plan of action is I just tell my dogs to kind of lay down. And,
Lay down? Okay.
Yeah, I just tell them to lay down.
Are you going to tell them to go to the farm?
No, not to go to a farm. I'm going to tell them to just not fuck with the lizard rock.
Alright, so what are you going to do if that's your answer?
Lead seed.
Lead seed?
Yeah, don't fuck with the
Lead
lizard
seed on the Slowpoke. What an amazing move, folks.
rock. Damn right.
He knew it right from the start. Because for
I
some reason, this supportness
I'm telling
I don't
you
know how
right
to
now.
say the opponent's name, but either way, they are not switching a Roserade into a Wimbledon, and I do not understand why.
I'm telling you right now. When I say I thought 7 turns ahead, I mean I've already foreseen this happen.
He thought of 1,000 simulations.
Absolutely, 1,000 simulations, just like that guy from
Even
Naruto.
though he's going to lose 1,000,000%, he thought of 1,000 simulations on how to lose.
Already, I'm there.
You click U-turn, so you 1,000,000% you're going into Metal Doggo right here. How are you feeling versus a Slowking?
I'll tell you what, I'm a little bit better.
A little bit better, even though
Little
that
bit
Ice Beam 24% to you compared to the 17% from last time.
I
From
don't care.
mid-roll to max roll, you're still feeling confident?
This dog, this dog has the power of like 12 dogs.
This is, wow, this is like horsepower, but for Pokemon.
12
So
dogs,
this
man.
this 2018 Mustang right here contains freaking 12 dog power right here.
12 dogs. That's why I'm a Draco Meteor.
He goes for Draco Meteor on the Golem, switching at 77%. The Draco Meteor will do 67% versus the Golem. This will indeed pick up a kill on the Golem if he decides to go for Draco Meteor 1% again, and he lands unless the Golem has Sucker Punch, and if for some reason kills, he has the Custard Berry, and he goes for Earthquake, and he gets on the
I'll tell you what.
What
I
a
didn't-
play! What
I saw
crap
that
on the
coming.
random side of the field.
I saw that coming because I saw 7 moves ahead.
You saw it coming, so you know what Custard Berry does to me? You want to tell me what Custard Berry does?
Custard Berry kills my Pokemon.
Custard Berry kills the Pokemon.
Absolutely.
Alright, very, very bold description right
Very
there.
bold. That's how I live, man. I
Alright, so
live
Custard
bold.
Berry just really basically means that they go before you. If they're below 25%. Unless they have Gluttony, then they go at 50% or less.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what. This battle already went better than I thought it would.
It went better than he thought it did, folks. He
Absolutely.
really thought he was going to get 6-0'd, and here he is going for a better percentage.
There
He
you go.
goes into Slowking versus a goddamn Whimsicott still with his Roserade in the back. I do not understand. I just threw my glasses at my goddamn couch.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna use U-turn. even though
I
it's nothing
cannot
to
see
go
whatever
to.
you were doing on the screen because once I just mentioned, I threw my glasses away.
Well, so like, what if I use the U-turn? Though? That's pretty strong. That's
I really just want you to get this battle over with. Alright, so you only lost 3-0. Give me a high five on that. You lowered my ladder, but I do not give a damn about ladder differential. And right now we're going to have Jeremy take over.
Well, I'll tell you
because
what, Benjamin.
that was a really fucking long battle.
I told you, I lasted a lot longer than I thought.
Yeah, you lasted a lot longer. I'm so proud for you and your girl.
Oh, yeah, man.
Hopefully you still had a very good pullout game in the 3-0.
Well, all my dogs were very powerful.
Your dogs were indeed powerful. This is why everyone should prefer dogs over cats. Jeremy, before you click battle,
I was not.
please tell me about your experience in Pokemon.
I only play OU.
You only play OU, and when was your first Pokemon game?
Oh, it was like when I was 7. I traded one of my Game Boy games for a Pokemon Silver game that was $5, and my game was $20.
All right, not bad, not bad. Also,
Yeah.
Jeremy is from Chinatown, folks, so he's about to flex on kids.
Yeah.
So, click battle, and let's see how we do right here. Put in the earbud if you do want to listen to the sound effects.
GeneralTarheel, I'm getting you banned. By the way. What is his name?
You
Why
are
isn't
getting
that-
me banned. All right. Alright. And you're talking shit immediately.
Legendary.
This is what...
That happened so immediately. And it's still... Okay.
This is what happens when your roommate that decides to play goes to the gym and decides to hate on leg day.
Show everyone your Pokemon.
Alright, so, my roommate is currently decided to get into my opponent's head. That is a very bold move at the beginning of a Pokemon match, trying to get into your opponent's head so they can make the incorrect plays. I do personally agree with that. Jeremy, how are you going to do for your first turn right here? When you currently have Crustle versus Aromatisse, what play are you deciding to make? Alright, you are still talking shit to the opponent. I can indeed respect that. You are also doing all caps. That is a very bold move. Only professionals do all cap, folks. Jeremy, are you going to tell me your play?
I have no idea right now.
He has no idea what he's going to do.
I haven't
folks.
even looked at my team yet.
Do you want to show me the team you have? How about you go over each Pokemon? Tell me what you got.
I haven't even looked at this team yet. Oh,
Hey, go over each
fairy
Pokemon.
type.
Tell me what you got.
I have all dark types against this fairy.
You only have 2 dark type, but go ahead and tell me what you have.
Look, I have a Komodo.
You have a Como that is not dark type, and you go right back to talking shit in the middle of our discussion. That's basically interrupting me, and I find it very rude. You have 60 seconds to make a move.
Oh no.
Your message got banned. Okay, so he's currently trying to ban my account from Pokemon Showdown. That is a great idea to see. He goes Reflect versus you, basically predicting the shit out of you. How do you feel? You're going for Earthquake, a non-stab move versus a non-super effective move. So Stone Edge was easily your better play, but you decided to go for Earthquake. He goes for Moonblast, doing a very solid 41% versus your Pokemon. What are you going to make right here? Earthquake will Stone Edge will 2-shot Aromatisse right here if you decide to go for it. If it lands both times. It will need 2-shot because Stone Edge gives you a stab boost, unlike Earthquake, which went for turn 1, which is fucking stupid.
I thought it was Earth type.
There you go, Stone Edge in there. Now even Earthquake can get some kill. Click Earthquake so you million % kill this Aromatisse. Alright, look, he says to me. And he clicks, look in the chat. He's still talking shit. He's bringing Earthquake Florence.
Well, I'll tell you,
I'm pretty sure it's a Hurricane, but we're still going to count on that.
I'll tell you who didn't need help there. I didn't need any help, and I got one win last
Zach did not need any help, and he only got a 3-0 loss, even though he's calling the win, so I still...
I got one win.
Oh, he did get the forfeit win, folks. You cannot forget that.
I'm counting that because without it, I would have never got a win.
Mega Autono, aka Lisa Ann, comes out right here, and Mega Evolves versus the Crustle and gets off the dazzling damage in order to knock out the Shell Smash Crustle. So, it is 5-5 right here, and Jeremy has to decide what Pokemon he wants to go in versus the Mega Autono.
I'll tell you, he should throw out that Dark Dog right there.
Dark Dog, you
Dark
say?
Dog, I think he should throw
Dark
out
Dog versus a Fairy type, that is
Absolutely.
a very bold move.
Very bold move.
It's a very bold.
Now, what I can tell you is that those are both awful plays.
Well, it's a dog then.
Now, Jeremy made the best play possible, and I really appreciate that he's not stupid right now.
Well, I think this is bad because it's not a dog at all. It doesn't have legs. First off,
It does
and
not
it's a
have
rock.
legs.
It's a
But
rock.
there are dogs with prosthetic legs.
But
So are
this-
you hating on those dogs?
No, I would never hate on those dogs, but I would hate on rocks.
He hates on rocks, folks.
These are-
if
that's
you have
a
a
rock.
pet rock, Zach will throw it out of the window.
I hate your rocks, and I hope they die.
And Jeremy is indeed still talking shit in the chat right now. He decides to prioritize that in order over his time on clicking his moves for the timer right now.
Was that
So
really
he gets
talking
+1 special attack, +1 special defense on his Dynasty versus Ludicolo behind Reflect. Ludicolo is indeed a threat behind Swift Swim, so this might indicate potential Pelipper Politoed in the back of the opponent's team to indicate potential Swift Swim capability on the opponent's team.
Well, I'll
So
tell
he
you what
could
then.
Mega Evolve and go for a Boom Blast right here to significant damage to Ludicolo, and he would indeed live any Hydro Pump or Giga Drain coming out of Ludicolo, but I'm going to see what he wants to go for right here.
Well, I'll
What are
tell
you
you-
thinking about, Zach?
I think you should throw out that dragon right there, the combo. Oh,
So why would he throw out the Dragon versus his Ludicolo?
because it makes noise.
It makes noise.
It's a very distracting Pokemon.
It is very distracting indeed.
Yeah.
Alright, so
See, now that's just more rocks.
you
It's very
decided to
pretty
keep
rocks.
a Diancie in versus the Ludicolo behind Rain, and lucky you did live because you did a +2 special defense but it did not knock out the Ludicolo because Ludicolo has decent special defense and it was only at a decent amount of percentage. And your Diancie, unfortunately, did not knock it out. Personally, I did think it would knock it out, but it does live on 90%. So now you have to decide what to switch in if you want to keep your Diancie healthy. You basically have to sack something here because Ludicolo will pick up a kill because of this must-do sweep. It will be able to pick up something with its coverage afterwards because it does have the Giga Drain and the Ice Beam in the back. Is this motherfucker searching?
He's Googling.
He is searching a calc right now.
The level of confidence that I have in my Pokemon
I
Showdown
have damage calc available, but he wanted to Google math real quick.
I feel as though his Pokemon feel fear, whereas mine did not.
He is searching Ludicolo memes.
These are all bad. You probably need to make a move soon.
That's racist. What are you doing to my video?
This is gonna have to be edited out then.
I cannot edit, folks, so this is indeed a problem for me more than it is to the opponent or Jeremy in the battle right now.
Well, there he goes. Right
He
there.
goes into combo, goes for
he
Giga,
threw out the
12.8%.
dragon.
But if he goes for Ice Beam right here, it will do approximately 40% because of the special attack drop. So will Jeremy stay in and just go for the kill versus the Ludicolo?
I'll tell you what, that clanging scales
If
really
he goes for
distracting
Dragon Dance,
him.
it's the 1,000,000% a bad play because Ludicolo will still have to be with right, Source him right after. He goes into Sharpedo on the Hydro Pump. I do not agree with that play, but he doesn't make it.
I feel like you should have gone with the clanging scales.
If he could exit out of Ludicolo memes, I would really appreciate it. Because anything inappropriate could pop out on my Google search. Because I do not clear my history, folks. I'm a very bold person. If you search anything inappropriate, I'm going to smack you upside your Asian face.
Why is everything wrong with you? I think so bold.
Alright, you have speed moves versus the DNA. Now what move are you going to make, my friend? Jeremy is indeed a very much less
Throw out
vocal
the Dark
commentary player, unlike Zach.
The Dark Dog.
Goes
the way
for
to
the
go.
waterfall, gets off a nice 61%, but unfortunately dies to the Thunderbolt from the DNA. But now he has to decide what move he has to make versus the DNA.
I'm aware of the typings, but I feel like the Dark Dog is always the way to go.
Zach is not even playing and making a much better commentary on like Jeremy right now while he is deciding on his plays and moves and searching memes instead on my Google account.
Absolutely, I love sports commentary, Ben. I watch a lot of football. This is nothing like football, but I absolutely love the art form that is sports commentary.
This is indeed art. Tom Brady is in right now versus the Crocodile. Gets off of Will-O-Wisp as he survived his knee injury.
Yes, I cheated.
He cheated. He deflated the balls and causing him to die and becoming a ghost type. Coming in versus the Mega Omno. Will he go for the Pain Split or will he make it a very valuable switch? He goes for the Pain Split versus Mega Omno. Mega Omno confers if he's on a Calm Mind set, but he decides to go for the Bird versus a Pokemon that potentially has Wish Protect with Calm Mind. So that's a very risky play because if it is Calm Mind Wish Protect, he does indeed destroy the rest of Jeremy's team.
Well, see now, Ben. Now that I'm dead and I'm a ghost, and I am Tom Brady Hall of Famer, definitely. Definitely a Hall of Famer. I think Ben should go with the Dark Dog. Zach is making a very smart play.
Dark Dog.
Dark Dog is definitely the way to go. I don't play Pokemon much, but I love dogs.
Dogs are indeed the best part of Pokemon.
Dogs are absolutely the best part of Pokemon, and he doesn't have a single cat on his team.
That is true. That is
There's
true.
not a cat
Even though
there.
cats are weak against dogs, dogs improve to be the very best Pokemon.
That is true in most parts of nature, but if I threw a pack of dogs against like a tiger or something,
Alright, so
the
he
dogs might
just
lose.
clicked Shadow Ball versus a normal type Pokemon, so that was a very interesting play. Confirming that he was going to lose this match.
I'm just
As he
realizing
goes
now
for a
that the dog
substitute,
is
stalling versus this Mega Omno because he cannot do diddly shit through it. So please, just go ahead and let us know what your favorite dog Pokemon is because this game is basically over.
Well, I'll tell you what, I love water dogs, and my favorite Pokemon is Vaporeon, so that's clearly the best water dog.
Alright, even though Vaporeon is clearly a cat, his
No,
best
no.
dog is Vaporeon Water.
Eevee is based off a fox, Ben, which is a dog.
That is a cat in my book, but we're gonna go along with that.
You're fucking stupid.
I am indeed stupid, and that is why I have a lower GPA than you, my friend.
That's not true. That's not true. It's very hard to get a lower
Alright, this
GPA
doesn't
in
count.
engineering.
And Jeremy quit. You are not getting your own game. All right, we're getting one game apiece, and it is my turn.
Alright,
It is my turn. All right, now your favorite commentator in the entire universe, GeneralTarheel, is here with the last game. I just got a fucking challenge. Wait, what the fuck was the challenge on the homepage? Oh, he's replying back because you talk shit. All right, we're ignoring
Well, it
that.
appears as though Jeremy's shit talking has really come back around to bite him in
All
the
right,
ass after he
so
quit and
I'm
left.
going to quickly check how long we've been recording real quick. All right, we've been checking for about 30 minutes, so right after this battle, we will probably be done. Quickly over right here with leftover solid rock, very helpful versus Pokemon such as Gliscor with Earthquake, Self-Rock, Stone Edge, Mega Horn. And then we have Mothim real quick with Quiver Dance, Air Slash, Bug Bugs, Giga Drain with Tinted Lens, very helpful for potential sweep, even though it's really hard for it to set up with Life Orb. Then we have Noctowl, a very reliable Pokemon, bulky Pokemon with Defog, get rid of Hazard.
I'll tell you what, Ben, birds are good. I like birds.
My roommate just coughed and called me nerd, and then we have one acknowledging birds. That was indeed the roommate that talked about dogs, so he does indeed enjoy animals.
Birds are cool, except like the spiders suck.
Don't fuck with spiders,
Don't fuck
folks.
with spiders.
So, and then we
Superpowers
have
actually
Mighty Anna with
summon
Intimidate,
spiders
Expert
from the
Belt,
sky.
Sucker
That
Punch,
is
Iron
another
Tail,
dark
French
dog,
knockoff.
so I like that one.
And then we have Wish Cash, the GOAT Wish Cash with Dragon Dance, Stone Edge, Earthquake, Waterfall, and then we have the Mega Sharpedo, which is probably the worst Sharpedo with Destiny Bond, Waterfall, Crunch, and Psychic Fanged. So my best play versus this guy's Gliscor is probably just going for the Stone Edge because I will not lose. Sorry, I will not be knocked out to a Waterfall because of my amazing defense stuff as well as
Well, I think you should go with the
Solid
Mothim.
Rock.
I think you should go with the Mothim.
And you just go for a Stealth Rock, so the Stone Edge will indeed take him down to his emergency exit, and you will be forced to switch him to another Pokemon. This will let me scout whether he has a bulky grass or bulky water in the back, and just says Victory Bell, so that is indeed not a bulky grass type.
I think
so,
you should go with Mothim.
Rhyperior
Mothim
is
is
very
probably
helpful
your best
for switching
switch.
in. Mothim is indeed not my best switch because I can go right to Noctowl.
Okay, birds are cool. You know I like birds.
Birds are indeed the coolest dudes.
Owls are pretty dope.
I'm going for Hurricane Flores, and we knock out the Victory Bell. Shout out to Jeremy for making that very too soon of a joke, as we are in the path of Hurricane Flores. But we will be okay, because we will not be that Victory Bell. We will actually be victorious, and we will ring the Victory Bell,
not the Victory
and
Bell,
we
I'm
will
not
be
the Bell.
alive, unlike that Victory Bell. And he will go into Metagross right here. This is making me fear that this is Mega Metagross, because I always fear that whenever
I
I'm
think
in
you
a
should
match.
go Wish Cast, man.
He believes I would go into Wish Cash, but Wish Cash is a more reliable sweeper, in my opinion, versus the capable Mega Sharpedo, because Wish Cash is able to get off the necessary damage versus Mega Metagross with the Earthquake while resisting the hit better with Bullet Punch versus the Sharpedo.
Well, I don't care what you think, Ben.
Personally, I'm going to go for Heat Wave versus the Metagross, because I get to scout whether or not this Metagross is Mega, and is indeed, and it goes for Agility, so this Heat Wave chip is actually very helpful versus team. And I'm going to go for Heat Wave again, in case I can go for the bird and just knock him out right here, or get a very high roll versus his Mega Metagross.
That was a terrible move, ladies and
He
gentlemen.
goes for Metagross, he gets a very nice hit damage off. He lives on one, do I get the burn? I do not get the burn, so the Metagross is going to live here. Meteor Mash will indeed knock me out right here, but I'm going to go right into Sharpedo, and I should get the speed boost versus Metagross. It will not matter, however, though, because he still has the +2 speed, and I do not have the speed boost, but I live any hit versus Metagross unless he has Hammer Arm. And if he goes for Hammer Arm, he will get his minus speed, which allows me just to deal with him a lot better later on. So I'm just going to Mega Evolve here, and I'm going to go for Crunch versus the Metagross. As he goes for Hammer Arm, he will indeed knock out my Mega Sharpedo, which I am perfectly fine with. Now, right here, I'm going to 1,000,000% go into my Wish Cash, and I'm just going to go for the Earthquake. Even though he gets easy chip off versus my Wish Cash for potential later on sweep, it's not going to do that much because Wish Cash is a fat boy. And I will deep for the Earthquake, and I will take on the Metagross. So, Zach, how are you feeling about this match so far?
I think it's going pretty well. I'm a little upset that you haven't thrown out the Dark Dog yet, and like you've only thrown out the Owl. But I think Mothim would be a really good matchup here because it's also a bug.
It is indeed a bug, folks. He is
It is-
not wrong about
It is
that.
absolutely a bug.
Now, I'm 1,000,000%. I'm going for Stone Edge because it's Butterfree. Sorry, beautiful. I could just go for Shenanigans versus me, and I am 1,000,000% knock it out if I land Stone Edge, which I do. It is probably the best play, even though Wish Cash is my potential sweeper in this game. I want to keep it as potential health versus here. Now, he gets a very fair Sea Flare off versus my team, but Mothim 4 times resist that with Bug and Flying typing. He really has nothing to go for here unless he has Ancient Power in the back. Now, I'm going to Scout versus the Ancient Power by going hard into Mighty Anna. This can also help in case he has set switch into his last Pokemon right here. If he goes for Sea Flare, he's a fucking idiot. He goes for Air Slash, he does 50%, but I should live the next hit. Actually, he can still go for a Sea Flare right after, so this is really unfortunate. So based off of that, I'm just going to sack my Wish Cash. I really don't see anything else doing right here. So I'm just going to go for the Stone Edge versus Shaman in case he misses an Air Slash or a Sea Flare versus my Wish Cash. And this is he land a Sea Flare and he will knock out my Wish Cash. I'm perfectly fine with that. This is an Uber Pokemon, folks, versus my fucking PU and below Pokemon, which is very scary versus my team. and there's just about nothing I can do versus it, so I'm going to go for Mothim and just hope for the best.
I think you should use air slash on him. Because when in doubt, you slash him with air. Use your wing scissors.
And he one-shot me with air slash, and that will probably be game, folks, because I cannot do shit versus an Uber Pokemon with this garbage team.
Well, that was an immediate, immediate failure, Ben. How do you feel
Immediate
that
failure.
I have the best record out of anyone here so far?
If this Hurricane lands and somehow knocks out the Shaman, I am indeed still in the game. But other than that, I am indeed garbage.
Wow.
He went for late season, I
And
missed!
it missed. Oh, Hurricane Florence missed. Ladies and
I
gentlemen,
wish.
it went all for South Carolina.
Hurricane did indeed miss some of the east coast of Carolina, but it will still do damage to us, and we get flinched to the air slash. So we got double hacks here by the Shaman with Serene
Triple
Grace.
hack.
If that couldn't be any more convenient for this fuckhead, then I don't know what could be. So we're just going to basically rage quit right here because I'm not about it, and that will be it for the video because I really don't know what else to say right here.
I win!
Zach is basically the champion for the Pokemon series right here.
Absolutely.
And that is, what do you have to say, champion?
I think that my team tried really hard, and the lack of fear really showed.
The lack of fear.
The lack
What
of
a
fear.
confident man versus
And
Hurricane
all of my
Florence.
dogs. My dogs.
All
my
of his
strong
dogs. His dogs came to play right here.
Absolutely.
He is the fucking Kakashi Sensei. What do you have to say, Jeremy?
Zach, his confidence in his dogs get Pokemon battles and all the girls.
He indeed. He is like fucking champion Lance, but instead of dragons, it is dogs.
Dogs. I absolutely love
It
dogs.
is the year of the dog, no matter what the Chinese calendar says. So that will prove it for this recording, and I hope you guys really enjoyed this drunk live comp for Pokemon Showdown. If you want to see more stuff like this, let me know. Indeed, I'll be uploading my Pokemon Draft League format for him on out. If you want to see more of my roommates or anything else, let me know. I will try to be recording potentially some Fortnite as well as Smash Ultimate when that comes out later this year. So please let me know in the comments and stuff below. That'll be it for me. Make sure to sub, like, share,
Bye.
deuces.